Knocked his ass out and kissed him on the cheek. He fucked up just by thinking I was sweet. I run the city, might have thought I was some cliques. You never heard someone like this up on the beat. Tutti fruity, the booty duty is jury duty. Moody foodies, jacuzzis is filled with bougie booties. All of this money don't know how to count it, man. I think I need a computer. I can't live in deep, man. I live at the funeral. I got no need for a shooter. I'm getting bigger. Do you wanna reconsider? Lost control of a killer. I'm getting bigger. The whole label's drug dealers, If you build it, homie, they will come. If you turning up to save me some. Drive down to get your ego on. I don't care for boring people. I think you're lame. I only politic with goons while out the frame. Better take another shot, bitch. It's not a game. I'll beat it out the frame. Baraka, waka, flock of flame. I am a Benjamin. You know that I have a problem with acting a fool. I don't talk to police. I know nothing. I swear to God that shit is not true. I'm a barbarian, hopping adrenaline, looking for something to do. I'm remarkable. I'm on a roll. If you need education, I'll take you to school. I'm getting bigger. Do you wanna reconsider? Lost control of a killer. I'm getting bigger. Wake up, brush off, get clean, look good. Put on 2 chains, flexing, but what's up? So fly, 2C, be you, look good. I win, you lose, fuck you, what's up? I don't care for boring people. I think you're lame. I only politic with goons while out the frame. Better take another shot, bitch. It's not a game. I'll beat it out the frame. Baraka, waka, flock of flame. Yeah, I'm the shit. Now I think I will go catch a body. Fuck your bitch. And then I will go take a potty. No teriyaki, ya rock Kawasaki. If you're go you can hop in the shotty. She popping the molly. We're copping the squatty. Ooh, still keep loving the body. I'm getting bigger. Do you wanna reconsider? Lost control of a killer. I'm getting bigger. Sing this. 1 time. 2 time. 3 time. Hey.
What is happening, you guys? And welcome to another episode of the Finn's Tailgate. I am your host, El Capi Matans. And tonight on the tailgate party that never seems to stop, it is a somber evening. We had some good stuff there early. I was like, yeah, cool, guys. We got some media, day 2 camp. We on the rise. Get yourself some. Feeling good. And then injury bugs swept across the land. It was a cold, cold day, July 27th, when the injury bug caught a couple of people slipping across. It's Jalen Ramsey. Yeah, Jalen Ramsey got bit in the kneecap, right in his meniscus by the injury bug. We got some stuff about all that. We'll get on to it here directly. I got Color and Lou in the back. Boys are going to come up and chitter chatter with me. But before we do, make sure you guys on your way in are hitting the like button, subscribing if you're new. If you're watching on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, down yonder, your friend's house, pull out your phone, hit the YouTubes, and come over here to YouTube, The Finn's Tailgate, and subscribe here on the network and help us grow. We're a little over 5,300 now. So let's get us to 6,000. Let's get us to 10,000. Please hit the like button. And make sure you're checking out all the great content we have here on the program. Myself, El Capi Maitan with the Fins Tailgate. You got color commentary and Ali the Persian in the morning times. You can also catch, in the morning times with Top of the Tailgate, running through it quick. And then you got Ali on Saturdays, back with the Late Night XL. You got Lou, a.k.a. the Rabbit Dolphin, and Shake Money doing the drive times and all the good smoke lounges and stuff. Cash App, Venmo, the Fins Tailgate, great ways to support the program. Also, another great way, guys, hit the join button. Go join the show, become a member, get in there before season, and help us with everything around yonder. And Super Chats always help out, guys. We really appreciate it. Fanatics link is in the description at the homepage, also on the website. Use the links to help let them know that we sent you when you're buying all of your sports gear. And go see our friends at Dubby, where you can get 10% off your purchase when you do offer code TFTG. Links on this in the description at the homepage. Just hit the little link. It'll look like W. You press it, and it'll take you right there. And also on the website, guys, use that link as well. And also use the same link with Backroom Collections, guys. Hit theirs on all the places and let them know we sent you. Use offer code TFTG to receive 10% off your purchases with them. And, guys, check out all the cool new gear we're putting out on the website, all the good swag, updates, news, articles, all that good stuff. Make sure you guys are checking out TFTGnetwork.com.
Get ready to dive into a new role of online shopping with the Fins Tailgate. Whether you're a die-hard sports fan or just looking for the latest fashion trends, we've got you covered. With a wide variety of products from your favorite sports teams to stylish accessories and home decor, we're your one-stop shop for all things tailgate. Our easy-to-use website and hassle-free checkout process make shopping with us a breeze. Plus, with frequent sales and discounts, you won't want to shop anywhere else. So come on in and join the party at the Fins Tailgate, your new go-to destination for all things tailgate.
Yeah, boy. Make sure you guys are checking out TFTGnetwork.com for all the good stuff. Shout out to everybody in chat. John in here first. What's going on, John? We got Mark, a.k.a. Bills Mafia, in here. Member of the program, though. Appreciate that. Hey, Fin fans, from at least the folks in Bills Mafia I'm friends with, we all wish Jalen Ramsey a healthy and quick recovery for the ability to be the player he has always been. Well, I don't know if that's condescending, Mark, but if it isn't, I appreciate that. That was very kind of you. But I feel like while you're saying that to me, you're lining up to kick me square in the balls. So, I don't know. I like you, Mark. Don't kick me in the nuts, buddy. If not, that was very kind of you. Joe Rist, another member in here. Hi, Mark. He will be back in time to win at Buffalo. Cook him. Appreciate it, Joe. And then you got, Michael K, Tua IQ. And yes, we're going to talk about that. There's been talk about in December. Shout out to everybody in chat. G, my guy, Ramsey over aliens. All right. G. Duke, what's up? Brian's Brains, what's up? Cap for life, what's up, my guy? Heard torn meniscus. I know, we're going to talk about that. As somebody who has 3 tears in his meniscus, which, I don't know, they might still be there. I never had them addressed, horizontal tears. I'll tell you what happened with me when that all happened. And then, who else did I see in here? Oh, yeah, John's letting everybody know to hit the like button. Guys, we put out a lot of content every day. There's live shows every day. There's shorts coming out every day. There's recorded videos dropping all the time. Soon to be original content for the members only out here. I'm going to be working on doing some members only content, some stuff. So make sure you guys are becoming a member and hitting the likes on those as well. Raph, what's up, bro? Jungle Calls, what's going on, buddy? I see you over there. Make sure to make your way over to the Yonder on YouTube, Jungle, and subscribe over here. Sholo Main. Yes, I know. And you know what? This isn't Ramsey's first meniscus tear either. He had this same injury, a meniscus tear in his left knee while in Jacksonville. And I have some information about that as well. Dolphins for life. What's up? Geraldo, what's good? Tyrone, salute, buddy. Jamie, hello. I know, dude, it was a rough day. It's a rough day, especially with some other news about Dalvin Cook that came out as well that I'm hearing. We'll get into that. And, you know, as I was speaking to Lou backstage, there's also some other news pertaining to the Jets that we'll dive into a little bit as well. That is even worse news that may be happening around the Yonder. Adam131, what's good? Roadrunner, what's up, man? Long time no see, Roadie. Shake, I see you in the back. What's good, Shake? Geraldo, hello. Finn's Rule, my guy. Yeah, guys, everybody hit that like button. So, I'll just tell you, listen, meniscus tears are odd, to say the least. For anyone who doesn't know what your meniscus is, it's essentially like a sponge underneath your knee, underneath your kneecap. It's what helps all the other stuff. If you don't address it, it can hurt like a SOB, like anything else. But sometimes it can take care of itself, depending on how minor it is. When you're a professional athlete, you don't wait for something like that. This is why you get your knee scoped in the off season. It's a simple surgery. It's a little laser they zap your stuff with, and they remove all the scar tissue. I actually, oddly enough, I ripped my knee, my meniscus swimming, of all things, and it hurt pretty decently. Joe Rist would have Donny. Our DBs are still better than the Bills. That ain't no lie. We're going to talk about the optimism that still remains, because Ramsey's gone down. It ain't going to be forever. We still got Vic Fangio up in this changing the game up. We drafted a young guy in Cam Smith. And, you know, according to Shake Money, we got Noah's Ark going to make this football team now all of a sudden. Thank you, Joe. But Byron Jones cologne. I know, right? This is the thing that sucks. It just seems like, hey, you know what? We lose a DB or our other top corner to match with Xavier Howard last year, and now the new guy we bring in, we get the same treatment. We're losing him. Anyhow, so I ripped my meniscus, right? And you know, I did everything you're supposed to do, and it just swelled up and it locked up and it just got bad, and I had to go I was either going to have to get surgery on it, which, because of how locked up it got, I could, dude, my knee like locked up so much I could barely bend my knee. And they were going to have to friggin' break all the scar tissue and, you know, then go in surgery, and it was going to be like forever. But I ended up pushing through it, and I got like some of my mobility back, but not a lot. I could bend it like half, 90 degrees. And I was like, all right, you know, I'll just keep working through it. And I ended up going back to start work again, even with a bad bum knee. I still had to work. I got kids, you know what I'm saying? And anyhow, I ended up getting into a car wreck, and that's when I broke my femur and some ribs, right? And oddly enough, broken leg, broken ribs ended up breaking all that scar tissue. And now I have full flexibility in my knee. And it don't bother me that my meniscus no more. Kind of fixed itself. But that's not the same situation, obviously. But I'm just giving you a little background. I know a little bit, a thing or two about meniscus, because I had mines dealt with before. Plus, my father's had like 5 meniscus surgeries. And again, you can get the scar tissue removed, and it can be a minor surgery. It could be a massive tear in which they got to take out and do like a heavy surgery and take a bunch of it out, which is a lot longer of a surgery. Then they have shit now where they like take your entire meniscus out and they put something else in its stead, which, God, I hope that ain't the case because he ain't coming back if that's what's going down. But by all accounts, it's not going to be that bad. Again, I don't know. I know it's not an ACL tear, and modern medicine, especially the type of doctors these guys are going to see. I mean, dude, they literally have a facility at the practice facility. There's a full scale hospital. It's Baptist Health. In case y'all don't know, they don't sponsor everything in Miami pertaining to the Dolphins. It's Baptist Health and Miami Dolphins. Baptist Health, love you. We love you back. Thank you. Anyhow, he's getting surgery tomorrow, Finn's rule. That's what's going down. Getting surgery tomorrow. This is going to be something that hopefully they're going to expedite as fast as humanly possible. But reports are coming out, and it's not no buena. Not even a little bit. It was, I want to say it was Ian Rappaport that reported that this could go all the way to December. That's not good. That's like forever. And I got to be honest, I don't feel very comfortable about some of the stuff I'm coming out from people that are very important. Like, okay, we have people weighing in with opinions, not unlike myself, knowing how long it took to heal. Listen, when I broke my leg, broke my ribs in that car accident, and I had my whole left side was messed up. I know it's switched because of the camera, but this whole side was screwed up after the wreck. Honestly, I don't think I would have broken many bones, if any at all, if I was all messed up from being injured. And I got ejected from the vehicle into the woods, which is crazy. I know, but I don't know if I would have broke anything other than some ribs if like my leg wasn't all weak from being injured with my knee. But hey, c'est la vie. What can I say, dude? You only live once, man. You might as well go get flying out of a vehicle every now and again. No, I don't recommend it. Not gonna lie. Anyhow, the mine healed itself, but I was up walking again and back at work in just over 6 months, which with a broken femur and broken ribs it's not really recommended. Even my doctor's like, nah, I'm like, nah, dog, I'm getting back to work. And I've been fine ever since. But 6 months is forever. I mean, he didn't break his femur and stuff like that. My point is that there's going to be an exuberant amount of variance of how bad and severe. He's getting an MRI tomorrow. They're going to know. They're going to go get surgery right away. Whether it's a knee scoping and it's going to be a significant amount, whether they're going to have to open it up and take out a massive amount of scar tissue because it blew up and has that, or God forbid, it is completely destroyed and bone on bone, and they got to go in there and take the kneecap off, okay, and then clean the entire area, put in an implant that they'll use, and put his kneecap back. That is significant surgery. So I'm guessing when they say December, that's what they're talking about. They're going to pull his kneecap off and clean it all out and put a friggin' implant in there. Damn. Michael K with the donation, forcing me to read this now, says, did Ramsey have to wait for Tuna to exit the MRI? Damn, dude. That is dirty, bro. That is some dirty work right there, Michael K. I got to laugh because it's a good joke, but you know how sensitive people get when someone's injured. They're all boo-hoo. Not a good time to make a good joke. I think it's a great time for a joke. I just joked about being in a car wreck. Get with the program. Anyhow, I'm always joking. If you ain't joking, it's because you're a crybaby. Grow a set and fucking quit being an old bitch. Anyhow, so let's see. And there was, when this first happened, there was all this talk. There was like, oh, no, it's just cramps. And everybody's like, what? No, where it's just cramps. Even I was like, yeah, I'm hearing it's just cramps. And then they're like, who said it's just cramps? Nobody said it. Like, yeah, a player said it. Cater who said it. So and so said it. No, nobody said no shit like that. Then it comes out, hey, he needs an MRI. Hey, it's a meniscus tear. And then friggin' Adam Schefter comes out. Dolphins six-time Pro Bowler Jalen Ramsey will undergo knee surgery and is expected to miss the start of the regular season with injuries he suffered today during practice. Per league sources, Ramsey's ACL is intact, though, which is very positive. And we're like, well, wait a second. I thought it was cramped. Now he's going to need knee surgery? Wait a second. At least it ain't the ACL. All right, good and bad, but still not good. Then, Ramsey comes out and says, hey, some nice stuff, about being blessed, one of God's children. And, this is a small task for a big man like him. And that's respectable. Then we get Ian Rappaport coming out and says, more info and clarity on Dolphin star CB Jalen Ramsey. Sources say while no firm determination will be made until surgery, which tells me, you can't ever know until you getting in there and do a little bit of exploratory stuff. The likely outcome is a full meniscus repair. That's not good. Full meniscus repair is bad. If that's the case, bringing Ramsey back in December is, if all goes well, the best and healthiest option. That's Ian Rappaport. That's straight from the NFL's mouth. Okay? No disrespect to Sheffy, who has the sources of sources, but pretty sure Sheffy is ESPN, if memory serves me correct. And the other guy is actually an employee of the NFL. Now, look good. Listen, there's instances where this could be an easy fix, and it's 6-8 weeks. But Ian Rappaport comes out and says a full meniscus repair. And I just told you all the different options, from a knee scoping to a slice and a dig in and clean out, to a full meniscus repair where they're taking the kneecap off and getting in there and cleaning the whole thing and putting it back. If it's very bad and it's a blow up, that meniscus comes out and they put an implant in, or sometimes guys put nothing there and they just, figure it out for a little while. But this is Estana Buena. We'll have to see how bad of an injury this really is. It's not good, dude. It's not good. It's not good, and I don't feel good about it. Feel pretty pissed about it, not gonna lie. But I'm also, this don't change nothing for me as a Dolphins fan. This team was Super Bowl bound. It is AFC East champ bound. It is no excuses for this football team. We are studded up and down. We still got Vic Fangio up in here. We drafted a kid in case of this problem. Cater Kohu was slaying it. And that decimated injury room, we're getting all these guys back. We got Trill Williams coming back. He's good. We got friggin' Nick Needham. We love Nick Needham. I'm way high on Nick Needham. And remember, they're running that zone, that cover 4. They're going to run. Now, they'll probably have some underneath man. And I wanted to see Ramsey in that nickel. But that just means I get to see Javon Holland there. Remember what we got. Let's not freaking jump off a bridge right yet. And I don't want these excuses coming around like, oh, Randy. I mean, listen, it sucks. I fucking hate it. But let's chillax. To me, if I had to make an educated guess on when Ramsey was going to be back, I would say late October, maybe, sometime in November, as long as everything goes well. Because even if it's a heavy meniscus repair, because Ian Rappaport is saying a full meniscus repair. Well, they could go in and say, listen, it was bad, but it ain't a full meniscus repair. So they got to clean up tissue on all sides of the kneecap. They're not removing it. They're just lasering it out and all that stuff, but it's going to hurt. So it's going to take about a good 8 to 9, 10 weeks to be completely healed, and it's going to be a slow roll in. And that could put him right inside late October, November. And in the meantime, I don't want no BS excuses. And I hear you, Adam 131. Yeah, I feel a little bit screwed. But at the same time, this ain't the time to fucking break glass in case of emergency up in her. What, are we shook? I certainly ain't. Fangio was the real catch. We're all high on Ramsey. Ramsey's a great player and will be for the next couple of years. Fangio's a great DC for however long he wants to do it. That's it. Fangio will be top big dick Fangio for as long as he feels like it. That's the reality. He'll do it as he pleases. So ain't no need to fret about Miami right now. Plus, isn't this the year Tua gonna sling it? Isn't this the year we don't have to worry about him being injured? I take some other star on my team being injured over Tua injured any day of the week right now for this year, because I need answers with the young man. I need facts. We got an impending max big ass football deal we got to get, and we need to win some football games. Damn it. Oh, you like Sassy Cap, CB? What's good, dog? I'm around here. Got some saps. Anywho, yeah. Now there is some stuff. I'm gonna bring the fellas up. So before I change subjects, we'll change subjects together. I want to know what the guys think. Bringing up Lou. What up, Lou?
Cap, what's going on?
Just commiserating, dog. We trying to get ready. Color coming up in here. And then the shake money.
What's up, man?
Fellas.
What's going on?
Ramsey.
Well, let me start it off, Cat, because I heard everything you said, and I'm with you 1,000%. We got Big Dick Vic, right? Like, this is where I'm at, Cat. We didn't give no goddamn breaks for one Josh Boyer. And Josh Boyer had way more injuries than one star cornerback, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't give him no passes. And if Big Dick Vic is what we all believe he is, right, which is one of the greatest defensive minds this game has ever seen, we should be fine. Yep. I don't care. I'm not sitting here crying because Jalen Ramsey. Am I upset? Yes. Is it a loss? Of course. But I'm with you again, Cap, 1,000%. This has not changed my opinion on this football team, not even a little bit. Not even a little. We are good. We always said it. One of the strongest and most depth that we had on this football team was our secondary. That's why the move to go get Cam Smith in the second round was a good move. You got guys like Cater, Nick Needham coming back, Trill Williams coming back. This Dolphin team will be fine. And hopefully Jalen, let's shake money with the Noah's Ark. I see you. Again,
shout out to Irv. Irving with the $2 donate says, El Cap, you made me feel better and revise my spirit. That's what I'm here for, dog. What are we talking about? Listen, I'm not happy that I don't got Ramsey. But he gonna come back this year. And guess what? Guess. It'll be just in time for the real run. It'll be a breath of fresh air coming in reservation. It's like the Heat right now. The Heat don't turn. It's just like any basketball team. Sometimes you just wait to roll out the superstars when it all matters. That's what it is. What's this down here? Hashtag TFTG draft ESPN app. Message me on Twitter if you can't. What is that? Who posted this?
I don't know.
What is this? Color, did you put that in there?
I don't know what that is.
What the hell?
The only thing I posted was the Noah monogamy.
Huh. That's weird. All right. Anyhow, back to the subject at hand. And to your listen, it wasn't but 48 hours ago I was saying Noah's ass ain't got no room on this football team. He's getting cut. Looky here. Looky here. Looky. Looks like the man makes the cut again by the chin of his chinny chin. I mean, bruh, maybe this was him doing Noah a favor.
I hope not.
Maybe it is time for the Noah arc.
Bro. I was gonna say you don't get on the ark. God will smite thee.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
Holy
goodness,
shit.
bro. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Ramsey was like one of God's children's. You know what I'm saying? This ain't too much for me. He was called to, and this is how it went. So here's another thing Ramsey said. I will be back on the field stronger than ever in due time. This is so minor for God's child. I fully trust and know he got me.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
I'm
listen.
forever grateful to worship his name. I know my brother's gonna hold it down until I'm back, though.
Yeah. Well, see, the Noah in the Bible parted the Red Sea. Noah Igbenogany parted Ramsey's kneecap.
No. Getting the Bible mixed up. Noah Ark was when all the animals went on and the whole world flooded. Moses parted the Red Sea.
Yeah, one of those guys.
Damn, Shake. One of them guys had done some miracles.
Yeah,
They
one was
both
talking
did
to a burning bush.
They both did miracles.
Yeah, one talked to a burning bush. I think it was Noah. Yeah. So,
no, that was Moses.
Either way,
oh no, wait, no, you're right. It was Noah. Damn, see now you got me fucked up.
One of our guys, Shake, don't worry, is gonna do his thing. Don't worry. One of our guys.
Here's the thing that I'm questioning right now. No Igbenogany, right? Okay. But Kader Kohu is a dog. He's a doggy dog. That man, he took everything that everyone threw at him last year. Inside, nickel, outside on the boundary, man coverage, zone. He did it all and did it well. And at times thrived. And you heard just the other day when Xavier Howard went out there, he was like, who getting your attention? He's like, man, it was Kader. Kader's the guy.
Right.
And now we just drafted another young stud with great ball skills in Cam Smith. That can't battle now. We knew who number 1 and number 2 were. Who rises to the top? Who takes the number 2 position? Could it be somebody that no one sees coming? Like a Trill Williams says, I'm the man of this house now. Who's it going to be, guys?
Well, for me, it's either. See, I like the Trill Williams. It's either Trill or Cam Smith for me. I'm leaving Kader Kohu as my slot guy. I think he can, from what we've seen, he has the potential to be an all-pro player at that nickel position in the slot. I'm keeping him there, and I'm throwing either Cam Smith or Trill Williams to the boundary, and that's what I'm riding with. I'm not, and again, Kader, to your point, Cap, he showed us he could play the boundary, but I think he's a better slot corner than he is boundary. I'm taking my chance with either Trill or Cam Smith on the boundary. I'm leaving Kader inside.
What about Noah?
I mean, I'm not. I don't know. I mean, what? Well, Nick Needham is on the pup list. I would even say a Nick Needham. Whoever it is. I'm just saying for me, I'm leaving Kader on the inside, and whoever wins that battle to be the boundary between Will or Trill, Cam, Needham, it don't matter. That's what I'm rolling with. But that's just me, my opinion. I'm not moving Kader from. I'm not putting Kader on the boundary.
What do you think, Color?
I'm in agreement with Lewis. I think Kader's our best tackler on the football team, bro. And he needs to be somewhere where that skill can be utilized.
Well, hold up. Nick Needham's a pretty good tackler, too.
Oh, I know. But, I mean, Kader could hold a class on open field tackling.
Mm-hmm.
And
what about you, Shake? Who you
goes,
like? Oh, go ahead, Color.
Well, I was going to say, as far as Ramsey goes, I mean, look, if you're talking about, this is our first major hiccup, going into this season. And
that's what I was thinking.
You wanted it to happen the best way possible, not to try to, discount the injury or nothing, but I mean, you got an injury that likely will be healed fairly quickly. Preliminary reports are showing. And, you got it happening to a guy that's a phenomenal athlete and has a lot of ambition to get back right and as quick as possible. It happened in July. So there's a lot of healing time before the season starts. And you're talking about a guy that, he needs practice. Everybody needs practice. Everybody needs Everybody needs to get acclimated to the weather, all that stuff. But it's not as if it happened to a rookie that or a second-year guy that you're like, no, he needs to get the time in. The guy isn't an idiot. You know what I mean? He knows defense. He knows what he's doing. And it should be a pretty quick get back once he is healthy and ready to go.
Color, CB83 hears the water in the background. He's wanting to know if you're in the bathtub right now.
No, that's the South Florida rain, buddy. That's been going all day.
I think he just wants to picture you in a bathtub. I think that's what he's trying to do.
He wants to know if you need shampooing.
Yeah, he wants you to tilt your head back while he runs the water down your hair.
People have been known to make the request, man. I'll be honest with you.
He gonna do this thing too. He gonna put his hand like right here above your eyes when he does it, so the soap doesn't go in your eyes. Like you're doing a baby and stuff. You're like, ooh. You're gonna slick it back. You just stay here and relax. I'm gonna go. You just stay here and relax. I'm gonna go cook you supper, Color.
He got me Johnson and Johnson.
Yeah, he got you Johnson. No tears, Color. No tears.
Now don't wash this off for 5 minutes, okay? You gotta let it soak in.
Yeah. Anyhow, Shake, what you think, homie? Who gonna rise to the occasion?
Obviously, I think it's gonna be Cam Smith. They drafted him for a reason.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, yeah. CB said condition it.
And here's the thing too with Nick Needham, and you got to remember they had the same type of injury as well, but they had ACL tears, both of them, right? Trill Williams and
no. So they had ACLs. His is a meniscus, completely separate. So like the meniscus is like a sponge. Sometimes you can just get it scoped where they just clean out scar tissue and you're good. Other times it could be a complete catastrophic event, especially because he's had meniscus problems before. See, he had this back in 2016 on his right knee, where he had meniscus surgery, and he had surgery in May and was back and ready for camp in July. That's only a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? May, June, July. There's go 2 months. So if it's the same similar type of surgery from his right knee to his left knee, he could be back sooner than we think. But if it's not, and it could be even worse, and they got to do a complete repair, like is what Ian Rappaport had said, that there's no firm determination, but that'll be made until surgery. Likely the outcome is a full meniscus repair, bringing Ramsey back in December if all goes well. That is the catastrophicness. So it can range from 2 months to 5 months, 4 months, whatever the hell it is. So,
yeah. Damn. Did Capitan tear his meniscus?
I think his computer tore a meniscus, is what I think.
Mm-hmm.
My fault.
That's all good.
There's Capitan.
All I know is, I think that that eventually, I don't know. The one thing I know about Vic Fangio's defense isn't really dependent on secondary anyway. I mean, the cornerbacks. So I think having Jalen Ramsey and X was a plus anyway. So And like I said before, if we had, if people make this excuse about Ramsey, well, if we'd had Ramsey, we would have won a few more games. So if we had Byron Jones, we would have won a few more games too. So,
well, again,
that's
I
why we're
didn't
giving
hear
this man the big money.
I didn't hear that narrative last year about Byron Jones. I heard the narrative that Byron Jones is a bum. He's a quitter. He quit on us. Screw him. He was a loser. All this stuff. Never how many games we would have won without him, because with him, rather than how many we lost without him. I didn't hear any of that about all the guys that were injured along with him on this season. You know what I heard? What we hear, Lou? What we hear? Boyer sucks. Boyer was terrible.
1000%.
And fine, fuck Boyer. But we got Fangio. What you all gonna say? Fangio sucks now because he can't make it without Ramsey? Boyer's laughing somewhere. He better not be.
Hey, by the way, like my brother Batman said, we have a Tua, so it doesn't matter.
Sure, whatever. And Carlos says, look, whatever. I think Carlos says, well, Cam was X replacement, but it turns out he's Ramsey's. Here's the thing. I don't think, first of all, good luck replacing Xavier Howard. That guy has proven through injuries he had early in his career and getting it figured out to everything. He gonna prove to everyone again he's one of the greats. Not a top corner. Great. My man wants his money and to be the best at his job. That's all he gives a shit about. That's why I like him.
Absolutely. Man, I see a question by well, I don't even know who this is because there's so many people with the same icon now, but I guess it's CB83. He has a question I would love to answer, but it's not the topic right now unless we're going to transition. I'm dying to answer this question. I could put it up, Cap, if you don't see it.
Yeah, put it up.
So CB83 asks, what do you guys think about the reports of Salvin Ahmed and A-Chain looking like the same player? Ahmed has the edge right now. Y'all still good with the running back room? Well, first of all, CB, for me at least, I haven't seen none of those reports saying they're the same player or that Ahmed has the edge. So I would love to see those reports.
I tell you what, if Ahmed is playing as good as I think A-Chain is, I'm not going, oh, wow, A-Chain's falling off. I'm thinking Ahmed's stepping up. And now
Absolutely.
I feel even better about my running back room, damn it.
1000%, Cat.
And then I feel better about this, too.
Donde es what? Who that is?
Salvin
Ahmed. That's it, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah.
Well, I know, and this is kind of what we were talking about backstage.
I got the one to shake money.
I'll be getting out of here in the next few minutes, so I kind of wanted to touch on this real quick. The Dalvin Cook situation with the Jets, where we're all hearing the rumors. For me, I think it's a smokescreen. But if it is the case, I mean, oh well. Because I heard some things today, and again, it's just rumors, right?
Well, hold up before you peel back the layer of that onion, because I am ready for the smoke show that comes following it. Okay, I'm ready for the nonsense that follows that. What you're referring to about Dalvin Cook is that Dalvin Cook is on a visit today with the Jets, and now reports are starting to come out that says the belief in the league circles is that Dalvin Cook will sign with the Jets before the weekend is over. Cook will take a physical during his visit and will be present for meetings on Friday. He's going to be hanging there all day for meetings tomorrow. And it says this: it looks like the Jets will add another star in their already star-studded offense. The team likely won't let him leave the building without a deal. Is Rodgers pounding the table for this man?
It could be.
But wait, Lou. You heard a little birdie told you something. You're hearing the rumblings of something else the Jets are cooking. Now, could they make both of these things happen, which would really piss us Dolphin fans off, as here we are on the same day. Ramsey goes down with injury, going to be out anywhere from 8 weeks to freaking 14 weeks with a meniscus tear. We also hear the news of Dalvin Cook going there, and the Jets are going to make sure to get this deal done. But you got a little spicy thing on top of that, Lou. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what you heard?
I do, Kat. I'm hearing that the Jets, it's a possibility they are pounding the table, or Aaron Rodgers is pounding the table for Dalvin Cook. But I also heard that he's really pounding the table, and this is the Jets' number one priority, is prying a big-time wide receiver out of the Las Vegas Raiders to come join him in the Jets, and that's one Davante Adams. And if that's the case, right, and let's say for this sake of argument in the conversation we're about to get into, Davante Adams finds a way where he's now a Jet. He's out of the Raiders. If I'm Chris Greer, right, and now with Dalvin also speculated to be a Jet, if Davante Adams is out of the Raiders, they're officially in the rebuild, correct? There's a young, thoroughbred running back, 25 years old, younger than Dalvin Cook, that led the league in rushing this year, that gives you the same things that Dalvin can do, catching the ball wise, coming out of the backfield. But he gives you something that Dalvin doesn't give you from the running back aspect. And I think that's what this running back room is missing, is a power back, someone that runs, that you can hand off the ball on the 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, 4th and 1, 4th and 2. Josh Jacobs is that guy. If I'm Chris Greer, and if the rumors are true and Davante Adams is out of the Raiders, Chris Greer should be on that phone with the Raiders trying to find out what's going on with Josh Jacobs. Because if they're in rebuild mode and they're getting rid of their star players now,
think about it, bro. Are they not in a potential? Look at right now, everybody at the Raiders. They're probably next to the AFC East in the toughest division. They're clear cut fighting over who's going to be third or last in that division, with probably the Chargers, because to me, the Denver doesn't need a lot to get back on track. Okay, if Russell Wilson can even be half of what he was, they got an amazing defense. They got an amazing offensive line. They got Sean Payton over there. They're looking to push the Chiefs. Chiefs are the kings. They're kings. They just won a damn Super Bowl. They ain't going nowhere. They ain't got any worse. They're keeping their guys. I mean, and yeah, okay, they lost McCole Hartman, but they can reinvent him. They can live without a Hartman as much as they apparently can live without a Hill. Okay, so they're a pretty damn good football team. But the Raiders ain't taking them. The Raiders aren't going to take – I don't think the Raiders can push up on the Chargers right now. Jimmy G, is he even going to stay healthy? Does Davante Adams want to stay there? Didn't he go there for Carr? Carr's gone. Carr was his buddy. It was about money with Adams. And then it was also about money and then playing with his friend. And now it could be about money and playing with his other friend. A team that has money now that they've restructured the deal with Rodgers. They had money before that. They got money right now. They could sign both Cook and Adams and really roll out a formidable offense to couple with that top defense, which I'm a little wishy-washy on the top defense. Who'd they really play? You know what I'm saying? But it's either here nor there. This is a big deal. If this has some validity and Davante Adams wants out, then yeah, the Raiders are in full fire sale mode, and they probably should be. And to me, that Josh Jacobs, who's already not reporting to camp, that's a move the Dolphins make just to counter what the Raiders are doing, to just one more little spicy, thing in there.
Absolutely, Cap, because, and again, Josh Jacobs is 25. we're talking about paying a 28-year-old running back 7, 8, 9. I've even heard 10 million. Well, for that, I still don't want to do that for Josh Jacobs, but I would be more willing to do that for a guy like Josh Jacobs. And again, to me, I still am 60-40 that Dalvin Cook ends up on Miami Dolphins. I think this Jet thing is a smokescreen. I think he's going to the Jets with the understanding that the Jets are going to give him an official offer. But I think that offer is just so he can come back to Miami and say, this is what I have on the table. Come match it. And
yep, I'm right there with you, dog.
I think Miami's probably not going to match the Jets. I think they'll get close enough to where the money would work. So I still do believe that Dalvin will eventually be a Dolphin. I'm just saying, for the sake of argument and conversation, things that I heard today. Again, Devontae Adams gets out of the Raiders for whatever reason. And now we're picking Dalvin still on the hook, but maybe there's a chance that we can get Josh Jacobs. We can pose the question to everybody in the chat and everybody up here on the panel. Who would you rather have, Josh Jacobs or Dalvin Cook? Because
I'll put a poll in the chat.
Give me that 25-year-old beast out of Las Vegas. I'm telling you now.
And you know what? Remember that Zach Sealer deal that we were talking about the other day?
Yep.
I'd take that same deal and roll it out. I'd be like, Zach, we're going to give you a little extra for waiting a year because we're going to roll that same deal out for Josh Jacobs.
1,000%.
$27 million guaranteed over 3 years with a $36 million deal.
Sign me up for every day and twice on Sunday, Cat. Josh Jacobs for basically $9 million a year for 3 years. Sign me up. I'm with it. So again, I do think Dalvin ends up here, but just for the sake of conversation, and I think my opinion would definitely change if Devontae Adams did find his way on the Jets.
Yeah, Devontae Adams ends up over there.
I'm making that call to the Raiders.
I'm hollering. I'm hollering big time.
For sure. Now
what
the
do you guys
question is,
think?
Kat. Now the question is, what were you willing to give up? Because remember, you're going to have to trade for Josh Jacobs. So are you willing to sacrifice the first, or is it a second and maybe a late round, or is it a second and maybe a player that you send back to the Raiders? Like, what's compensation looking like for you guys?
I'm telling you what it is. What I'm looking at. I'm looking at Noah Igbenogany, and whatever is the minimal amount I can couple with that. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at, here's a young guy on a relatively cheaper deal, definitely cheaper than that. A corner might work out, or I don't know. I would try to find somebody to get off one of the running backs. I would say here's Sylvan Ahmed. So you're not paying him a bunch of money, still on a cheap deal, and Noah Igbenogany and a 3rd round and a 5th round or some shit. I don't know. Hopefully we can work that out. I would rather, I'm not giving up a first. They can get fucked on that. And I'm going to try everything in my power to not give them the second unless it's only the second I can give them. And if that's what they want over Noah and one of these running backs I'm willing to let go with and a 3rd and change, you know what I'm saying? Because if they're in a rebuild, they might want more picks and more young players. Maybe it might work out. And the money is significantly cheaper. They don't want to pay him the money anyhow. They're trying to scrounge money to redo Crosby because that's going to be the only guy they're selling jerseys for. And they're going to be drafting another rookie next year. The Raiders are looking to next year's draft for quarterbacks already. It's done. It's a done deal. They've been looking. So that's why it becomes. And does Devontae Adams want to be around for the shit show year? You know what I'm saying? Does he want to be around for the rebuild with another young guy? Is he the hold the hand type with the young guy? I don't think so. If he was, he'd be in Green Bay right now, wouldn't he? I don't know. A lot to consider.
Yeah.
Lot to consider. Question is in the poll. So I've got Josh Jacobs, I've got Dalvin Cook, and then I've got neithers. Make sure you guys are getting it in.
Yeah, listen, I was just throwing the scenario out there. Again, I see a lot of people in the chat going crazy saying it's a asinine take, it's wild, it's crazy. Again, it could be crazy. I'm just throwing out the scenario. But again,
it's a perfectly plausible scenario, because if the Raiders are, if the Jets do make a play for Adams, and or the Raiders want that done and they're in full tank mode, either way, and they sign Cook, then you have to counter as Miami and go get a guy like Josh Jacobs who's out there. And who else is in the market for a Josh Jacobs right now? Dolphins have been interested in running backs since fucking forever now. They've talked to Minnesota to trade. They talked to New York about a trade for Barkley. Who's to say they haven't already talked to them? They've reached out for Barkley. Why wouldn't they have reached out for Jacobs?
1,000%, Cat.
So what makes you think? I just want to know what makes you think the Raiders are in full tank mode.
Well, because if they get rid of Devontae Adams, I mean, what else do they have, Shake? They only have Josh Jacobs, and I'm pretty sure. Look, he's not even showing up for training camp. He's already telling you he doesn't want to be there. So now they already got rid of Derek Carr. If you got rid of Adams, I mean, what's left? They're basically telling you that they're in retanking mode if that scenario played out.
I'm saying, what do they have to offer even if they keep everything? Look at their division. Look at their division. They go in as is. They're fighting from the bottom up. Denver's going to be better. Maybe, okay, fine. You can beat Denver, but are you going to win enough games and beat the Chargers? And even say you do, what's that, 9 wins? That shit might not get you in the playoffs this year, homie. AFC stout.
Absolutely, and there's quarterbacks coming out. I mean, look at what Pete just said there. Pete said he's heard the Raiders are tanking for Caleb Williams. Well, you know how you tank? You get rid of Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams.
Yeah,
that's how you tank.
Yeah,
right. And what's funny about the whole situation, Kat, because you said the word plausible, right? And this is why, to me, my ears started ringing before I even heard anything. Supposedly, Aaron Rodgers pushed back money, $35 million. You didn't need to push back $35 million to go get Dalvin Cook. They have the money right now without pushing money back to go get Dalvin Cook. So why would you have to push back $30+ million? You know who's a $30 million receiver? Devontae Adams.
I know one. I don't know about 30 million, but certainly in the high 20s, eat up quite a bit of that for sure.
Exactly.
Certainly not Dalvin Cook. That's 3 Dalvin Cooks, 3.5.
Exactly. Right. So that's why it's plausible. When people are telling me no, it's not. Well, then why would Aaron Rodgers, if he's not trying to make a move like that or push for a guy like that, why is he pushing so much money back? Because you didn't need to push $35 million back to laying down to Cook if you're the Jets.
Yeah. And let's not bullshit as if Aaron Rodgers ain't running the show around there either. And you know 1,000%. Damn well he's looking at the AFC. He's looking at this media on him. He wants to be right. He wants to rub it in Green Bay face, rub it in their fans' face, their organization. He wants to prove something, and he needs his boy to help prove it. And they're going to accommodate. They've already been accommodating to him, and they got the money to make something like that happen. And it's not like, hey, they're not drafting a quarterback next year. They already got a young quarterback learning behind them right now. They're in this window, and then they'll worry about it drafting a quarterback after Aaron Rodgers is done. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to go all in, and they've got money to go all in this 2-3 year window that they're trying to squeeze the last little bit of juice out of the old man. So it makes sense. The only thing I wonder is if, and this is when you pay a running back, and I've said this often, you pay a running back when you have a young quarterback that needs to learn how to be an NFL player and a running back that can hold it down. They get rid of Adams in a trade, they'll have plenty of money to pay Josh Jacobs and not have to rebuild without that running back for that young quarterback they're planning on drafting. You know what I'm saying? But in the same breath, they could trade Jacobs for more capital just in case they don't tank all the way and they got to use it to move up the draft board. Tons to consider. What do you think, Shake? What do you think, Color?
I think that's a blockbuster move if it happens. But I mean, I don't know. That's
You think the Jets are going to be
seems
like
pretty
custom
tough
picks?
to compete. I mean, it seems pretty tough to compete, with a veteran quarterback and, a receiver of that caliber with Dalvin Cook. But I mean, the writing is on the wall in Las Vegas. Because I mean, are you really going to compete with Jimmy G? I mean, maybe Josh McDaniels is that good, but I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Shake?
So I'm seeing this. Pete. Yeah, but do you see why he's saying that, Pete?
Why saying that?
He said Tua threw an errant pass and it led to Ramsey getting injured. So, yeah, it's kind of Tua's fault. Ramsey got hurt. And I thought he was just capping. But then Ace of Spades said that's what's being reported. Pete isn't making it up. Is that a fact? Really? Huh. I didn't know that. Well, listen, we've been clowning on the Jets all offseason because of their wide receiver room. Clowning on them. Adams goes there with Wilson. They got a real something now. So that's crazy. What's up, Bahana? Across the pond. What's going on, homie? And Bahana says Tua is a cancer to this team. Damn.
I always laugh when I see that banana picture.
I know, right? Dang, dude. Greg, did Wilson get hurt? Did you guys see that? Did Wilson get hurt today? I didn't see that. Let me see. I don't know. Yeah, it says Jets star Garrett Wilson seen limping off practice field with apparent injury. Dang.
Holy crap. And then you seen that thing I sent you in the group text about Burrow.
Joe Burrow? Yeah, I saw that. You know what's scary about Joe Burrow's injury is that nobody was even around him. Those are the ones that seem to really take a mofo out. You know what I'm saying? I know Ramsey was guarding Tyreek Hill. So, okay, yeah, trying to keep up and run with Tyreek Hill, you might get a little injured. But Joe Burrow was just rolling out the pocket and just stopped and jumped up and started limping. Calf injury. And little HP saying it's an ankle sprain. I don't know. Some odd stuff, fellas. But listen, we hit the 1 hour mark. Make sure everybody is hitting the like button and subscribing if you're new. If you're watching on Facebook, Twitch, or Twitter, come on over here to YouTube and subscribe on the network. Got myself, El Capitan, doing the Fins Tailgate every night of the week, damn near, coming around when there's news to talk about. You can expect to see me. Hit the notification bell. Color and Ali in the mornings with Top of the Tailgate. Got Lou, a.k.a. the Rabbit Dolphin, and Shake Money doing the afternoon shows with the Spoke Lounge and the Drive Times coming at you. Make sure you guys got your notification bells on to be there for all those great programs. And then you got Cash App, Venmo, great ways to support the show. Also, you can join the membership, hit the join button, and become a member of the family. It always helps us when you guys become members of the program. It's a great way to support. And then also, guys, super chat like everybody does. Great way to get your comments in there. We appreciate the super chats. Also, guys, link in the description at the homepage and on the website for Fanatics. Use that link to get officially licensed Fanatics gear. Buy all your stuff and you'll let them know we sent you when you use that link. Thank you. And then Dubby Energy Drink. Make sure you guys are trying out Dubby, getting yourself a Dubby, and using offer code TFTG to get 10% off. Hit the links in the description and on the homepage. And then also, guys, our friends at Backroom Collections. Make sure you guys are checking them out. Link is in the description and at the homepage. Use offer code TFTG for them as well. And go to tftgnetwork.com.
Get ready to dive into a new world of online shopping with the Fins Tailgate. Whether you're a die-hard sports fan or just looking for the latest fashion trends, we've got you covered. With a wide variety of products from your favorite sports teams to stylish accessories and home decor, we're your one-stop shop for all things tailgate. Our easy-to-use website and hassle-free checkout process make shopping with us a breeze. Plus, with frequent sales and discounts, you won't want to shop anywhere else. So come on in and join the party at the Fins Tailgate, your new go-to destination for all things tailgate.
Yeah, guys, check out the cool gear in there, like swimwear, and there's some swimwear on the website. Get yourself some.
Hell yeah. And by the way, tomorrow
So,
I'm
yeah.
opening the floodgate tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
Ooh,
Open
for
panel
what
tomorrow.
are we doing? A drive time? We're doing some crazy drive time on a Fridays.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, can't
And then
wait.
Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning, we're going to do an open panel, and I'm going to do another W energy review that day.
Nice.
So,
Can't wait. Can't wait. Yeah, guys, make sure you hit the notification bell because not just live shows, but also tons of shorts we've been putting out. Leave comments, hit the like button on everything. It helps the algorithm out so much. And then, also, well, you need a throwback X jersey, dog. Make sure to use the Fanatics link. Marty Marr, got it in there. Get yourself one. Let them know we sent you. Check it out on the website. Bryson. So yeah, man. Oh man. Guys, a lot to consider with Cook, and to me, it's what I've predicted from all along, that this play with the Jets is only for Cook to try to figure a way to drive up his price to get to where he really wants to be, the Miami Dolphins. And I heard rumblings today that they're looking to try to pay him around $7 million. That's the number I kept hearing all day. Give him the $7 million. Well, $7 million in New Jersey, New York area with cost of living and taxes is about a 6.25 in Miami. To me, they could match that offer if they really want to. They could beat that. They can give him 6.25 guaranteed on a 1-year deal. Now, I don't know. Maybe they say, hey, we're signing him to a 2-year deal. Keep him with Rodgers while he's here. That might not work then. We might go, well, I don't know. Sorry, can't really do it. I can't be giving you multiple year contracts when I got Connor Williams and Zach Sealer and apparently Christian Wilkins that might get paid around here. So got to think about these types of things. Sucks. Yeah, it certainly was not the greatest of days for us Dolphin fans.
Nope.
Wasn't. But times they be a changing.
Like I said, I think it's just a minor setback. I don't think it's nothing serious.
I hope not, man.
Not to mention with the pass rush we have too. It's going to be. I think the pass rush is going to be better. So, cornerbacks. It could be like the Steelers, where the cornerbacks aren't that good, but the pass rush is so good that the cornerbacks don't need a cover like they used to.
See, now you might have something there. You really might. You might be on to something. But here it is right now. A little bit of the story. There will soon be stories of Devontae Adams wants out from the Las Vegas Raiders, and that he wants to join the New York Jets with former quarterback.
Yeah.
So, I'm telling you, man, I'm looking at it on Twitter right now, that this report and this type of talk is en route. We're going to be hearing this on NFL Network about what the Raiders potentially moving off of Devontae Adams because he wants out. Jeez, dude. And let's not act like this isn't becoming more and more of a players' league now. It's what it wants. It's what they kind of want this to happen. They want these teams to stack up and build up a market and, make themselves super competitive, and then turn around and they fall apart.
So,
what's up, Jake? What's so funny?
No, I was just saying. I was just picturing Vic Fangio when Jalen. Hey, by the way, Vic Fangio, I'm glad you're defensive coordinator, but whatchamacallit, Jalen Ramsey just got hurt for almost the whole season, and he's there in his office saying, "I immediately regret this decision."
Vic Fangio showing up to work tomorrow morning. Yeah, Lou, it's already starting to come out. That exact quote, it's already starting to holler and talk about. Dolphins, aka Two Alive Douche, aka Tua IQ, aka the real Michael K. MK. What was it color? What do you call the porpoise thing? What was it called?
Peduncle. Peduncle. Bob. Peduncle Bob.
MK Peduncle with the $5 donate says Dolphins fans can really make up better storylines than writers on General Hospital, Ryan's Hope, and All My Children. I didn't make it up, dude. I just told you that. See, here's the thing. You think we making this stuff up, but there is a collective here at the Fins Tailgate. We have our ears to all the grounds, alongside with some really good old friend sources that are real close to situation, and also just through being as cool as we are, people want to let you know some cool shit sometimes.
Yeah, and so Michael K just told us when his nap time was as a kid. Ryan's Hope was at 12:30. All My Children was at 1 o'clock. And General Hospital was at 3 o'clock. So apparently nap time was during One Life to Live.
Yep. All those soap operas he used to watch while he was drinking Bud Light.
That's it. Frozen Bud Light out of a straw.
Mm-hmm. Out of a sippy cup.
Out of a sippy cup. Yeah.
But no, I do respect him for watching the ABC lineup. I was a ABC watcher myself.
So, okay, I'm going to end the poll. And Dalvin Cook is so far down the list now. It's crazy. We've got 46% say, give me Josh Jacobs. 38% said neither, which is reassuring. And then 15% say Dalvin Cook. So
15%, unfortunately. I was part of that 15%. Well, whatever.
Yeah, I got cooked a little. There was some good stuff coming out about the team, things to be excited about. A lot of good things coming out from camp up until the terrible injury, obviously. I'll go over some of the highlights from camp here directly. Give me 2 seconds. Let me find it. So on 7-on-7s, Kader Kohu had an interception on Tua when he was targeting Tyreek Hill over the middle, which is awesome. That was Tua's first interception all camp, and Cater Kohu across the middle against Tyreek Hill snagged it. So, yes, I'm going to say keep Cater Kohu in the middle if he's able to keep up and follow guys like that. Tua's response with responded with a pair of 2 tight window throws on 3rd and medium to Waddle and Cedric Wilson. Good to hear Cedric Wilson getting a little bit of play on there. Also, Cam White had tight end coverage and it could have been a personal PI call on Mike White, pass to Julian Hill in 3rd and medium. White finds Gaskin on a short route to convert the 3rd and 5. Let's see. Hold on a second. Also on 7-on-7, Skylar Thompson found River Craycraft on the right sideline to convert a big 3rd and 6. Thompson looks off the inside linebacker, then tried to fit a pass in the middle. Channing Tindall got his hands on the ball. Channing Tindall sighting, everybody. But he couldn't bring down the interception. See, it would have been a better sighting if Skylar Thompson tried to bait him and Channing Tindall intercepted the football, not a almost interception. That's just.
Oh, we'll just make him a wide receiver then.
I don't know. We'll see. He's going to get some playing time in the rotation of linebackers. On 11-on-11, Jalen Twyman gets a run stuff on Devon A-Chain, which that guy, Jalen Twyman or whatever the hell his name is, he's got a real shot to make it as the rotation guy inside. Tua lofts up a jump ball to Waddle, but Ramsey in stride and gets the pass breakup. Almost comes down with an interception on that one too. Andrew Van Ginkel sets the edge on a well run by Jeff Wilson. Or he set the edge well, which we know AVG is. I love AVG. That man can get the job done.
Yeah.
Agude get the pressure on a pass rush, which that guy has been standing out since back in camp. Skylar Thompson on 11-on-11 found Julian Hill deep down the sideline. Aubrey Miller with a run stuff on A-Chain. Skylar Thompson found Braylon Sanders on a deep crosser 30-yard gain, which Braylon Sanders still making his, that guy's, I don't know. Skylar underthrows Tyreek Hill, which is crazy, who had a step on Ethan Bonner. Pass allowed Bonner to get back and get a hand on it. Cameron Good with a pressure that would have likely been a sack. Skylar then finds Berrios down the left sideline for a 60-yard bomb touchdown over Cam Smith in coverage. Wow. Damn. Braxton Berrios not taking it easy on the young man, and Skylar Thompson with the big arm. That's what Skylar Thompson has. He got a big arm. He could really hurl that thing. Baker gets his hand on a pass from Tua over the middle, but he couldn't come down with the interception. Just a couple of the highlights, the big plays, the things that, kind of stand out from the insiders down there. Color, you going to be there Sunday, huh?
Yes, sir. With bells
You'll
on.
be there, huh?
With aqua and orange on.
Yeah, boy, with that color commentary hat on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, maybe get Skylar Thompson to sign that one too.
What?
Yeah,
could you imagine?
That would be priceless. Of course,
Dang,
you never
right
know.
On the bill.
By this offseason, he may turn around and ask me for my autograph. He might be, oh, bro, sign my hat, sign my helmet. I'll be like, all right.
Yeah, it'd be like, all right. Color, be like, all right. You should.
I'll look at him and raise my eyebrow like he did to me when I handed him my Hurricanes hat.
Is he putting away groceries at Walmart?
Ooh.
No, I don't shop at Walmart. I gave up on Walmart, man.
I don't shop at Walmart. You know why? They don't have digital wallet. They don't accept your digital wallet. You got to bring your card in there or cash. And I'm like,
bro, it's literally
you're dead to me now,
like,
Walmart.
There's like nobody working in there, bro. It's like literally like a box, like machine store. It's like you just go in there and like check your own stuff out, and like you can't get in the way of the workers. They're stocking the shelves. That's the only people that are there, and they get really upset with you when you get in their way. But other than that there's nobody working there, bro. It's straight up like going to a public gymnasium for a department store.
Hell yeah.
100% Ace. I heard the same thing. Skyler had the throw of the day with that pass to Barrios on Cam Smith at that big time throw.
Irving won't let that thing that Pete said go.
You know, I'm gonna, if Pete, can you come up? Because I would really like to hear what you have to say on all this. Maybe what I'll do for the last like 30 minutes or so, I'll drop the link, and Pete can come up, and maybe we'll rotate in some people with Pete if they want. I don't know, Pete. What do you think? You want to come up here and tell me what you think about this whole Jalen Ramsey situation? I'd be very interested. Roberto, what's up, brother? I know, dude. Killing me. What up, Ennis? My guy. Salute, brother. Thanks for coming through, homie.
What's up, Ennis?
Hey, I just thought of a nickname for Jalen Ramsey.
What's that?
What's that?
We call him Raycons. Jalen Raycon Ramsey.
Color with the driest humor of all time, dude.
Why? Because they break down on you?
And they're really hyped up.
Yeah, they is. But let's not act like Ramsey ain't a friggin' baller. You know what I'm saying? We're just poking fun, because if we're not gonna laugh, we're gonna fucking cry.
Exactly.
But you know, again, this is the thing about meniscus. And if Ian Rappaport is right, then I'm gonna be pissed. But he's Ian Rappaport. He's usually right about stuff. Not that he hasn't gotten things wrong, but he preferenced it that they're not gonna know exactly the extents of all this until they go ahead and get in there and take a look. So hopefully it's not as bad.
Formerly known as Ray-Ban Ramsey. Now he's Raycon Ramsey.
Damn. So here I got an article just touching base on this from Daniel Foussier, saying Ramsey, the Dolphins' top off-season addition, sustained an injury on his left knee towards the end of Miami Dolphins' second training camp practice Thursday. He rode off in a cart back to team practice facilities after limping to the sideline after a collision with Tyreek Hill in the final period of team drills. Ramsey was evaluated on the ground by trainers for several minutes before he was helped off his feet and then onto a cart. NFL Network reported that Ramsey tore his meniscus in his left knee and will likely undergo surgery for a full meniscus repair, which would put him on track to return around December. A meniscus trim would put Ramsey on a recovery timeline closer to the start of the regular season, but a full repair is a much longer option. ESPN reported that Ramsey's ACL is intact. The Dolphins opened the regular season on the road against the LA Chargers, which sucks, on September 10th. That is 6 weeks from Sunday. The Dolphins could place Ramsey on IR after the NFL roster cutdown date on August 29th, which would sideline him for at least 4 games. I foresee that happening if it's worse than we anticipate. And that'll give Miami a roster spot. Shortly before news broke of Ramsey's impending surgery, he wrote on Twitter that he'd be back on the field stronger than ever in due time. Then he later wrote, "The end of the season push is going to be legendary." So let me see when I find scan through all this, talking about contract and stuff. I don't care about all that. But Ramsey's availability for the season opener and the first half of the season is now in question. Ramsey's injury will result in an increase of snaps for a host of team corners, most notably Kader Kohou and the second-round pick Cam Smith. Kohou started 13 games as a UDFA rookie in 2022, was projected as the slot corner entering into training camp, and recorded his first interception today against Tua Tagovailoa. The Dolphins selected Cam Smith with the 51st overall pick, and he's recorded multiple pass breakups in his first 2 days at camp. Ramsey is just the latest Miami Dolphin cornerback who has been sidelined from training camp. Nick Needham began camp on the physically unable or active physically unable to perform list. So I expect Nick Needham to be there, and has not yet been cleared from his torn Achilles he sustained last October. Keon Crossan, a core special teamer, was not practicing Thursday for unknown reasons, but he was out there today before. I'm sure he's fine. Fellow corner Trill Williams practiced on Wednesday for the first time since tearing his ACL last year in the preseason opener, but did not participate in team drills on Thursday. Other cornerbacks on the team is Noah Igbenogany, Ethan Bonner, Tino Ellis, and Bryce Thompson. All names I am not looking forward to seeing out there for any fucking reason. Damn it. All four of those guys I do not want to see on the field if I can help it. And that's Noah Igbenogany, Ethan Bonner, Tino Ellis, and Bryce Thompson. Because if I'm the opposing offensive coordinator or quarterback, I go, any one of those guys get on the field, that's who I'm going after. I'm going after them, and I'm going to keep going after them until I find out that they can or can't get this done. That's just the fact. Man, it was such a good day, too. It was feeling so good. The hype was real, ladies and gentlemen. It was real, really, really, really real. And now the wind is taken out of our sails a little bit, guys. I'm not happy about it. Sucks.
Yep. I remember it was like, hey, listen, I remember like it was yesterday, man. It was Father's Day when we found out that we traded for Ramsey.
Yeah, I remember because I'm a daddy. And I was like, man, this is pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So a couple of players came out and did some media availability. We got to see and hear from guys like Jalen Waddle, Braxton Berrios, Javon Holland, Kader Kohou, Eric Ikuzama. And I say we go ahead and listen to what these guys had to say. Maybe there's a couple of gems we can find in here. So I'm going to bring it up. Color, I know you got top of the tailgate, man. If you want to jet anytime, let me know.
Yeah, I'm probably going to jet now. I'm about to head out anyway. But I wish you all a great evening and great show, man. Keep it going.
Yep.
Make sure you're liking and sharing, everybody.
The Tyreek Hill situation has been resolved. I know that they're. See you later, Color. Make sure to check out Color and Ali tomorrow morning for top of the tailgate, guys. Get Ali. We miss him. We can't wait to see him back. So later, Color. Cap for Life says, Chris, don't want to add to the bad news, but also got word on the Tyreek Hill situation still not over. I've been hearing the rumblings about that. Honestly, Shake, I think that's just haters trolling all over the place, saying stuff, doing a little nonsensical reporting. Because to me, there's been restitution, and once there's been money paid, that's it. Now, if you're meaning by not over that the NFL might rule against his his conduct, then yeah, you're right about that. There is certainly, without a doubt, a little bit of worry on our end because of the video surfacing, and that's usually the most damning thing. But to not for nothing, he didn't hit him very hard. It was a smack in the back of the head. The problem is in the video, it shows him losing his mind, not being pretty cool the whole time, and wanting to attack the guy, which is not a good look, to say the least. So maybe they will reprimand him, and it's not like he hasn't been in trouble before, but I don't foresee it being any more than 1 or 2 games, and that would really suck. If he's gone week 1 and week 2, and Ramsey's gone week 1 and week 2, obviously, like, damn, this is not how I wanted to start my season with some of the biggest free agents, guys making the most money on this football team, not playing.
Yep.
But let's move on. Let's go ahead and hear from, all right, we'll start from Javon Holland. We'll pull up Javon Holland interview real quick. Brighten our spirits a little bit, hopefully.
As everybody's worried about him, but I mean, we're not really sure what's wrong. So just ended practice, finish strong. But yeah, he'll be all right. So he was like, "Yep, straight." I'm like, "All right, bet, dabbed him up." That's pretty much it. I don't really know too much information about the situation. I'm not a medical professional, so I'm not going to diagnose him. My expertise is on field football. Just saying. So.
How quickly do you feel like the defense is grasping Vic's defensive scheme here?
Very well. Vic is a hell of a coach, and he explains things in a very detailed manner. So I think, because of that, everybody's gathering the information pretty well.
How different is what you'll do in this defense compared to the last couple of years?
This is an entirely different scheme, so it's like completely different. It's like a whole 180 change, basically. Yeah.
It's been said that safeties can really thrive in his system. Are you finding that to be accurate?
Yeah, I find myself doing a lot, moving around, being able to make plays, communicate, puts me in a position to be able to help my team. So
that's what we expected Fangio to do, utilize his talents, move him around the field.
It's pretty cool, but like Kobe said, job's not finished, so got work to do.
Kobe.
Nah, I can't see past today, bro. I mean, I got some meetings at 2:00, 2:30 that I got to focus on, but I'm a very head in the dirt individual. So yeah, I'm sorry I ain't got none headlines or nothing for you, but. I mean, I feel like you always, have more to learn about the game. There are 2,000 things that happen in football, but only 200 a coach can tell you. So, through experience and through practice and whatnot, that's kind of how you gather that information. So, there's always going to be stuff that changes, always going to be things that, arise that you have to talk about, counsel with the coaches and the other players. So, yeah, it just takes time, but definitely.
All right. It looked to us like you had an interception today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about what happened on that particular play.
It was just I just slipped it. He kind of took off the field, just let him beat me, and then just slip under it.
Slipped underneath
the route, yeah.
the route.
Yes, sir.
Good cater.
How many in-season and regular season interceptions did you have last year?
One.
Just the one?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you balance wanting to, of course, always get the interception versus knowing that the value of pass play?
Really just trying to make a play. Like you don't want to chase plays. Some plays gonna come to you. Some of them you're gonna have to. If you try to go out your way to make plays, I feel like
you're gonna get out of position.
Like the team and stuff. So just letting plays come to you. But hopefully this year I get more than one though. But it's always just if I get a pass breakup, it's always a good thing. So my bad. Yeah. 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 Uh-huh.
I was curious, obviously that Jalen Ramsey socks.
Yeah.
Dr. Camp Smith, what was your reaction to adding people at your position, and how did you attack the socks?
First of all, I wasn't even supposed to be here last year, so shit. It's always gonna be work competition and stuff. I was excited when they added Ramsey. Though. He one of my favorite corners to watch, and I feel like him being here with X and stuff, I'm gonna just learn from them, and it's gonna take my game to another level. Like when you got people on your team that you want to be like, you feel me? It's gonna make you work harder and step my game up. So
I know that you can play outside and inside.
Yes, sir.
And obviously, if there's an injury, hopefully not serious, but like we saw today, you can go to the outside.
Yes, sir.
But you can also compete for the inside position.
Yes, sir.
What have you been told about what to expect for how much work on the outside and how much work on the inside over the course of the summer and the exhibitions?
No, nothing really. It's just I play both, get reps at both, so wherever they're gonna need me to play, that's where. So we haven't really been in talks. Oh, you're gonna play here, you're gonna play there, but with Jalen Ramsey,
Jalen was carted off there at the end.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the depth of this group? I mean, I know you guys showed tremendous depth last year.
Yeah.
About the same this year, a little bit better this year?
I think we're a little deeper than last year. We didn't have Jalen Ramsey, Cam Smith. I feel like we're way deeper than last year.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be good. So. Yeah.
So what's something that you've seen Jalen do on or off the field or heard him say that is helpful?
Man, his mentality, like he's practice. He treats the practice like a game. Like he's ultra competitive, and that's one thing I probably feel I need to get to. Like sometimes you can check it. Like you might be in the meet. I feel like he's competitive in the meeting room. Competitive when you see him walk around the facility. He just got that look to him. So he's like ultra competitive, and I think his mentality is the biggest thing that stood out to me. So
hell yeah.
I heard you talk about the interception earlier, but I'm curious. Like, you got your head around pretty quickly. The ball's right on you. What's the tell to get my head back to the football on that play?
Really, once you see him do that break, there's a certain after if they break inside the hash, it's gonna be hard for them to turn all the way back around. So at that point, you can turn it in when you got you just have to know the coverage. If you feel like you got somebody over the top on that side and they throw the ball deep, he's gonna pick it. So you just get your head around for where you can be at.
Okay. Last offseason, obviously, so focused on getting to training, pro days, and X, Y, Z. Now that you're on a team, experience that season. How did your offseason change?
I'm not gonna lie. As soon as the season was over, I think in college I played my last 3 years. I probably played 10 games. So after the season, I just took some time off, a lot of
rest
time
up,
off, and then just getting back into the work and things. And then I'm not that anxious as I was last year, so it was more so just I kind of took a little break and then got back to working and stuff, just finding different trainers and stuff.
You actually finished the season with a broken hand.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember about how many games did you play with a broken hand?
I broke my hand the Browns game, I believe. It was the game right before the bye week, so probably I don't know, 8, 9 games.
About 8 or 9 games.
Yeah.
So obviously you were able to play through that.
Yeah.
But what are you able to do with freeing your hands and not having to swim?
Oh yeah, everything. Not even just football. Everything. I feel like I can use my hands a little more. I feel like I have more power. Like last year, I couldn't grab with this one, so I was kind of tackling with you can't really wrap around, so you just have to hit. But yeah, I feel like with my hand being better, it's gonna help out a lot.
Man, Color's got to be excited to hear some stuff like that. He'll probably talk about that tomorrow morning. That Cater Kohu had an injured hand and it didn't slow him down a beat. Didn't slow him down a little bit all year last year with his great tackling. So shout out to Cater, who, not only fought an uphill battle as a UDFA to try to get up on a team, but also just, showed up and showed out. Can't be mad at him for that. Let's move on to Braxton Berrios.
Hey, Kader, are you going to give Cook your number?
Why is he going to give Cook the number? He needs a Cook.
No, number 4. He has one. He's wearing number 4. Kader Kohu.
Yeah, Cater ain't giving up that number. Cook gonna have to get a new number. Isn't Rogers number 4 now over there?
No, Rogers is number 8. He's number 8.
8. That's right. It's number 8. I knew it wasn't 12. All right, let's see what Braxton, who isn't the biggest guy, but has one of the biggest hearts. He's got to be super stoked to be back in Miami.
Very, very honored, blessed to be here. My dad was from Miami. Had a lot of family from Miami. I grew up a Dolphins fan, so this is kind of a dream come true.
Braxton, early impressions of this offense, what you like about it?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Obviously went through OTAs, learned the playbook as much as you can there, and then you're kind of reinstalling and going over and really getting the finite details of everything. But it's been a lot of fun. It's been a pretty quick learning curve. There's a lot of crossover.
Dude,
there,
he is jacked for a little dude.
So what happened on the long time?
Yeah, he is.
Just the go ball. Skyler put it in a perfect place. We connected on a deep one.
How much does offensive playing time matter to you? Obviously, you're a team guy, but everybody wants to play. Was that something that was important to you when you signed here?
Yeah, I think it's important every year. Obviously, you want to contribute however you can, and you want to help the team win however you can. And I think you get what you carve out, and so we'll see what happens there.
You kind of carved out a career in the NFL. I don't first year. Talk about your development, what you can do now, maybe.
He looks like Seth Green on steroids.
Year to year, you kind of have to go back and self-scout and see what you have to do better. And especially early, it's really everything. And I've tried to really hone in on the things that I thought I was worst at year in and year out. And obviously from 2018 to now, I think I've made some decent strides. And hopefully again in 4 or 5 years, if I'm lucky enough, I'll look back and say the same thing. But it's really year to year is different. And I feel good about where I'm at right now. That's going to stay with me. Hopefully it worked. But yeah, again, it's a year-to-year process, and just trying to be the best all-around football player you can be going into the next year.
It's cool, or was there actually?
No, I mean it was new, it was different, it was cool, and when I got here there wasn't much open as it was. So kind of fell into it, and I like it. I'm embracing it, and it's the first year ever, so I think that's kind of a nuance to it. But yeah, I'm excited for it. Well, Gilbert Arenas, that's him, But everybody says that, and so I guess it sticks. But I can't say I coined that one though.
Mm-hmm.
You said you grew up a Dolphins fan,
Mm-hmm.
and yet there were plenty of times that you made some plays that hurt the Dolphins. What was that like, including right there in that stadium?
Yeah, it's just the NFL. It's you can grow up a fan, but obviously when you get here, it becomes a career, a business, and things change. And obviously when I signed back here, I became the biggest fan again. But yeah, it's really cool to be here.
And what about your family? No more divided loyalties or anything?
No more divided loyalties.
Nice.
My dad was his heart was hurting for the last 5 years.
God, could you imagine?
My tour of the AFC, as he called it. But now he's happier than he's ever been.
Have you been out to the Miami?
I have not yet. I need to.
What do you think of the addition of Messi to Miami?
I think it's incredible. I mean, obviously, Miami, South Florida sports has been incredible really in the last year. I mean, with the deep playoff runs from the 8 seeds and all that, it's really cool to watch. And we obviously have a chance to continue that, and I think that's the most exciting part. But Messi coming to Miami is just it's just something else. It's very Miami.
What have you learned so far from Wes Welker, a guy who has a pretty similar build to you and accomplished a lot here?
What do you mean by that? I wish I would have seen his face. No, I mean a lot. Obviously, he did it for a long time, and I don't think I mean, even if you really like study him and the way he runs routes was different, and I think he kind of like coined that. And then you have kind of a lineage after that took from that. And so I've been watching him for, I mean, since I really can remember football. And again, there's some things that he does that you just can't replicate because it was exactly who he is, and nobody can be that. And kind of the same thing on the opposite side of the spectrum from like Tyreek. There's some things he does that you just can't replicate because you don't exactly have what he has. But I think it's the overall knowledge, and the nuances and the intricate details of football, and what we're trying to accomplish in a play. And hearing him talk about those things and picking up on that, I think that really has been it's been really cool from my standpoint, because you pick up on those things, and you might not get the ball that play, but you might have done exactly what you're supposed to do to open up somebody else. And so I'm obviously trying to be a sponge, with the offense, and obviously with Coach Welker as well. But it's been really cool.
Braxton, you've been around 2.5 or 4 months. Just overall impressions.
Very impressed. Just as a human, from a character standpoint, and obviously as a leader, as a teammate, very personable. Knows how to get the attention of a huddle. Very confident, as he should be, and he's been extremely accurate. And I can't say enough good things about him, and I'm happy, and I'm excited to play with him.
Yeah, man, I'm so happy that Braxton's team. I was not a happy person when he was on the Jets. And, as a Canes fan and a guy who enjoyed watching him play and just all heart, that guy, it's, and you heard him, his friggin' family divided.
Yeah.
Grew up Dolphins fan. His dad, has to root for his kid. But I mean, dude,
Yeah.
oh, God.
See, but yeah, see, the thing about me, I like it when the other division players draft Canes players, so I could continue hating on them.
I get you. I know. But at the same time, they grew up Dolphin fans, and his dad's got to deal with his son playing on the Jets. He grew up a Dolphins fan. His son goes to the University of Miami. He's going into the NFL, and he ends up on the Jets.
Well, it's kind of like Brian Cox, who hated the Bills all his life, and then his son ends up on their practice squad.
Yeah. Ugh. Ugly, bro.
No, but however, he's playing for Saskatchewan now, so he's playing for a better Canadian team than the Bills.
Yes, he is. He came up in the world. He said, "I gotta, stop upsetting Dad, and I wanna be a part of a winning organization."
So
and
better
Saskatchewan's got. Yep, that's exactly
we
right.
all know Bills is a Canadian team anyway, so
That's true. The Bills know themselves as a Canadian team. So, all right. So next up on the list, we got Jalen Waddle.
that's what's up.
What's happening? I mean, it's great. He had a great play on me, special play today on me today. So going out there and competing against a guy like that caliber, each and every day, you don't got no choice but to bring it. And he's just special. He brings a different dynamic to our team. So it's always good playing with great special players like that. Oh yeah, we were just giving each other like, hey, just telling me where I can get better at, what he's seen from his perspective that made him make the play. So he just helped me out, OG to a younger guy. So he just helped me out. Not just another day of practice, getting the rust out. First practice, kind of getting back in the flow of things. People starting to hitting their stride a little more today, and just continue to get better and get familiar with each other's games and stuff like that. So that's all it was to it. Oh man, he's great. He's a great professional. He come in, have great energy each and every day, and when he hit the field, he's a special player. So that's what we look for. He's a leader, he's a captain, and you feel me? He's a special person, not even a special player. Oh yeah, Yeah, but we see each other so much throughout the day and the week. So when we get out there, it's always exciting. Maybe y'all get more excited than we do because we just be out there. But when it's time to compete, we trying to go at each other for sure.
Do y'all keep tally of all right, I got you 3 times to practice?
Nah. Some people be on it one day. They gonna have their days. We're gonna have our days. But it's the NFL. You get locked up. You can get routed up. You can do anything. It's great players.
Tariq set his goal of 2,000 yards. What are your individual goals for something?
Just be more consistent. I think I had a lot of ups and downs last season, so just staying consistent throughout the whole season. It's kind of my goal for this year.
You got stronger this offseason. How are you feeling with the added muscle?
Oh yeah, I'm feeling good. Feeling great. Put on some pounds. Been in the weight room a lot more.
I was gonna say he looked thicker.
I'm feeling good.
He's looking thicker.
Not yet.
Yeah, he is.
Get a good impact on somebody. I'll be like, yeah. That's that weight he talking about. Yeah.
Tyreek mentions how much he feels comfortable in the offense here in the second year. How do you feel you could grow in the second year?
Yeah, you just get more familiar. You kind of get a feel of Coach McDaniel's, what he's gonna call, more detailed on the little things that they really home in on. So just getting a year under your belt to really lock in on the little stuff. In this offense, it's all about the little fine details. So just locking in on that is key. So I think we all doing a great job of just keep continuing to learn.
We all saw what happened at the end there with Ramsey leaving the card. How concerning is that for you? And you get a good look at what happened.
I actually didn't. That'd be more of like a question for someone else. I really ain't get a good look on it, but I know Ramsey a tough player, so
Jalen, I know you talked about getting bigger and stronger. How much bigger are you, weight-wise, or body, or muscle?
I think that's GQ classified.
I
Can't tell y'all that.
nah.
But
Give you all that.
hopefully y'all can see it in these arms, these legs, me running and stuff. But GQ classified.
Were there plays last year that you went back and looked at and take Wes, or even you noticed yourself and said, "Gee, I wish I would have been able to break that tackle"? Is that something that you noticed or saw on any plays?
Oh yeah, definitely. You kind of get that feeling throughout the year, especially later in the year, going through a whole bunch of games. But that's just how your body keeping up with your body and how important them pounds is to continue to take them type of hits and throughout the season from safeties and linebackers and all different type of players. So.
Is that the biggest thing you think adding the weight and the muscle that help break the tackles? Plays a lot more?
Not necessarily just breaking tackles, just it's a long season. Just having that extra pounds just to withhold and stay healthy throughout the whole season.
That ain't no lie, bro. You get malnourished in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very comfortable. Like I said, it's just getting more familiar with the play calls, getting familiar with what Mike gonna call, kind of getting a feel of like what he's thinking inside. Been playing for Tour for a while now, so I kind of got a good grasp of his thoughts. So it's just another year with the same coaches. So that's big.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, definitely. All that just homes into the little small details that I really think that we zoning in on, especially this off camp. They emphasizing how important procedure is and getting a good grasp on it before we make it a habit. Man, I love Skylar. Honestly, I love how confident he is. He got a strong arm and he know it, so he believes he can make every throw, and we believed in him too. So I love his game, love his confidence.
Oh my God! Did you hear what he just said? Pete must be going nuts. You heard what he just said? Listen to what he said. Oh my God! Pete must be losing it.
Love how confident he is. He got a strong arm and he know it, so he believes he can make every habit. I really think that we zoning in on, especially this off camp. They emphasizing how important procedure is and getting a good grasp on it before we make it a habit. Man, I love Skylar. Honestly, I love how confident he is. He got a strong arm and he know it, so he believes he can make every throw, and we believed in him too. So I love his game, love his confidence.
Wow.
Man,
That's good to hear.
Cam's great. I think he's really, finding his stride now, getting into a training camp, starting to get more familiar with, the calls and being in the stands and kind of homing in and trusting what he sees. So Cam's been great. He's giving us great looks out there. I think he's going to be a great player for a long time in this league. He got an arm sleeve. That was pretty unique to see. So that's like the biggest thing. But nah, Tua's been, great. Like he knows the offense, knows it very well. So he just continuing to be a great leader. And looking for him, look to him, and he's our captain, our leader. So he's just been great.
And by the way, they cut out the part where he said, "No, I meant to say Mike White."
No, he did not.
Yeah,
listen, Mike White has not looked that great. No one's been really impressed with Mike White. Skylar has a big time arm, and Mike White's learning a new offense.
Well, obviously,
and new players.
Obviously, Jaden Wallace trying to get his trade value up so we can get a second round for him.
No.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm going to be interested to watch that battle between those two in preseason, because to me, Skylar Thompson just needs to do what he did last year in preseason to beat White out personally and add upon it.
Yeah,
he played in a playoff game last year, bro. He's got live
that's why we're
fire
gonna get a second round
exercise.
draft pick for him. So that's why we're gonna get a second round.
I'll tell you what, they get a second round draft pick for him, I would be elated, because that's that is a haul. But I don't foresee that happening. I don't. But let's go ahead and get the final video up here, if I can find it, of Eric Ikuzama, which, yeah, Easy E. I'll be interested to watch him this preseason and camp and the reports coming out about him. Wow, he looks like he lost a lot of weight too. Wow. Let me pull this up. Looks like he's slimmed down a little bit, probably to get his speed up. He's probably a hell of a lot faster because he looked like he was bigger last year.
Where are you at? 8 months ago.
Lost some of that baby fat.
I'm probably like 90% on the playbook and knowing exactly what I'm doing, and I have no problem.
Damn, G.
Yeah, slot is just another variant of our offense. Being able to
That was funny.
Always making sure we have mismatches with guys, fast guys, linebackers, and stuff like that.
Are there any responsibilities similar to what Gesicki had that you have? Because as Mike has told us, it doesn't necessarily have to be only tight ends replacing what Gesicki gave you guys.
Just a big body threat, either jump ball, down the field, short passes.
Big body threat. That's what I'm going to start calling him. Easy E, the big body threat.
Anywhere on the field.
Is there anything from John Embry that you've had to learn from the tight end coach or the tight end room?
Yeah, being a blocker as well, coming off the edge, helping the tight ends with the edge rushers and stuff like that.
You go in any other meetings? I'm sorry, Joe, just to finish that thought. Did you go in any tight end meetings over the recent months, or did you just see Embry on the field and
just
conveyed to you that?
Just on the field,
See, look, that is a good question, because I've for a while speculated that he would be legit as a tight end. He looks a little slimmer and lost some of that fat on that he had on him last year. I thought they should have bulked him up and made him a tight end. And I want to say that sounds like Hal talking from the Post. I can't tell if it's him or not, but
if it's a stupid question, it's him.
No, he's got some decent questions. It's a prying question to say the least. That have you been in the meeting rooms with Embry? Which I would have, if he would have said, yeah, I've been in a couple of those meetings, that could have been a whole speculation opinion piece story coming up, because I'd be writing that on the TFTG network.com right now. You know what I'm saying?
But by the way, I just wanted to point out real quick, we just didn't see. I already know Tyreek Hill, but if you looked at Braxton Berrios and even Waddle starting to, you look at their deltoids, they're huge.
They're all getting buff. They're getting their delts are getting bigger. Their shoulders are getting bigger. They're getting on that Tyreek Hill workout plan.
Yeah, because the deltoid is the key part of arm strength. You know what I'm saying? If you could lift those things, like for instance, it's easy to curl 35, but to raise 35 pounds with your deltoids is damn near impossible to do that shit. Deltoid raises.
No, I'm doing those in my sleep, son. That's why I'm so big and jacked.
Yeah.
Pulls me aside and gives me some details on what I should do and how I should do it.
What are some of the most important ways to be efficient and effective when you're on the field in a red zone offense situation? What's different in that area?
Just being where I need to be within the zone, because it's a shorter field. So just being real detailed on route running and not being, getting all in the muck and getting open, scoring touchdowns.
What's your favorite route in general, whether it's going back to high school, college? What's something, if they call at you, like,
either a fade or a post, just 50-50 ball. I feel like 50-50 balls for me, probably 80-20. So I usually make them.
Give me the fade or the post.
Definitely. Speedsters, I feel like when they're on the field, everybody's looking at them. So it
should be your time to eat.
Them, I know there's a chance for me to be open and get the ball.
I'd imagine the blocking in that role is different than things you've done before, right? I mean, you haven't taken on bigger. Are you comfortable with that? Or learning that?
I'm always in the weight room, always working out. So I feel like, once the pads are on, I'm not worried about a bigger guy. Just put my shoulder pad in the chest. So
I know you'll accept any role they give you, but is there part of you that feels like I'm ready to play now? I sort of had a year where I got acclimated to the NFL and ready to play.
Yeah, I believe I'm ready to play, and whatever role I am on the team, I'm gonna do it 100% all the time.
Smart answer by the young man there, because that was a bit of a bait question there, but I like Easy. It's a hard battle. It's a stacked room, but he'll make it, and we'll see what he can do. He's gonna get his time to shine in the preseason, and. Jalen Waddle complimenting Skylar Thompson, that was not a just compliment. He was smiling. He was excited. They obviously probably a little chummy between them. Again, listen, guys, it's always been the case that the backup quarterback is like the favorite person on the team. He's always been that way. Everyone loves the backup quarterback. They always do. He's the guy. He's hanging out with the wide receivers. He's chumming up with them. He can be their friend. You don't have to be their boss, because it's kind of weird hierarchy at times, and the confidence and stuff like that. And listen, I know people don't like to hear it, but Tua's missed time. I'm hoping that there's a guy with that kind of confidence and that kind of talent that makes strides in this offense to fill in or break glass in case of emergency if something goes bad with Tua. You know what I'm saying? So I want to win. I don't care who's at quarterback. I don't care who's at CB. I don't care who's at running back. I don't give a damn. I like them. I'm excited about these guys, but I am certainly not going to go, well, my season's over because this guy's out. No. And case in point, look no further than the Niners last year when they had Brock Purdy. Now Brock Purdy's hurt. But when Brock Purdy came in there, he played damn good. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear all that nonsense. So keep it coming. But I do know this. I'm not happy about the Ramsey stuff, but we're gonna know more tomorrow. Keep on the lookout. If anything breaks in the morning time, I'm sure Ali and Color will be all over it.
Yeah,
and
sure.
make sure you guys are checking out all the great content and programming we have here on the network with myself, El Capitan, the Fins Tailgate. You got Color and Ali in the mornings with Top of the Tailgate. You got Lou and Shake Money doing the afternoons with the drive times and stuff like that. You guys will be on tomorrow with the drive time.
Hell
There'll be Shake and Lou in the drive time. You'll also catch Color and Ali in the morning, and maybe if you guys is lucky, you'll catch yourself some Capitan here as well tomorrow night. Have a full lineup for you guys. There'll be shorts and updates and highlight shorts coming up. We're posting them all day, every day. If there's content coming out and video footage of any sort, we're gonna make sure to have it available here for you guys at the Fins Tailgate. So you're not scouring the internet looking for what you need to know. You'll be able to find it here. It's not just nonsensical craziness. We try to keep you guys informed as well. So make sure you guys are hitting the like button, subscribing, becoming members of the channel, donating, helping us grow. This is a big season. We'll be hitting the 2-year mark at the Fins Tailgate at November. I think it's November 16th or November 11th, one of those 2 dates. Right around that time, middle of November, it'll be the 2-year mark for the Fins Tailgate. And let's see how far we can get these subscribers, these views, this channel up at that 2-year mark. And it comes from you guys watching, hitting the like button, which is always appreciated, and sharing the videos and helping support this program. If we grow beyond our any capabilities that we can get, we're only going to get there because of you guys. So I appreciate everyone who comes by all the time and enjoys all the programming. It's you guys we do this for and continue to do this for. So thank you guys. Thanks for hitting the like button. Hit it on the way out. We'll see you guys next time. Fins up.